I must have missed that.
Bro, he mentioned about sharing wives and he mentioned my name in it. And this is why I was vexed that day, my bro. Oh yeah, but listen, we are live. I forgot. We are actually live. So we gotta talk about that when we're not live, bruv. You get me? So we'll just wait for some more people to jump in on the news stream. Let me just send the link in the chat so people know. So people know what's going on and where to go, because that there wasn't working. But now I had to tell.
Madness.
Yeah, do you know what it is? Is that I had to tell the people them, like, yo, and Johnny needed to know, bruv, you can't just be out here disrespecting man's family and that. You get me? You just can't.
Yeah, if you're saying shit about your family, I don't blame you for going off on him.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, it's one of those ones, man. I'm a changed man now, innit? I don't do the things that I used to do, so I'm stepping away from all of that, bruv. And I just want everyone to know, I'm not here to war. I'm not here to beef. I'm a grown-ass man. I've got kids I've got to set an example for. Yeah. I'm here to talk about Chelsea and catch joke. Everything else is irrelevant. But Lewis, we have finally got the stream together. Although OBS done me filthy, we left another 200 people behind us. I'm sorry about that, people. The whole OBS situation is long. You get me? But we are here. I know you've got 35 minutes left, Lewis, so we're just going to get straight into the
let me see if I'll tell Said I'll be 10 minutes late or something. It'll be fine. I'll pull another 10 out.
Big up Saeed as well, innit? Big up Saeed all day, every day. It's a shame that the man's a Man United fan, you get me? Yeah, but here's what it is. Saeed, big up yourself, my bro. I'm going to be tuning into that straight after this live as well. So we're going to get straight into it because, unfortunately, I've been faffing and fiddling around with OBS and it just didn't work out for me, people. Yeah, hence the new link. But we are here, powered by StreamYard. Once again, they get the free promo and that. Lewis, transfers over the past few days, the stories have been going mental. We're going to start off with one. Apparently, we're going to be making a bid for this guy. Either it's gone in already or over the next few days. Malo Gusto, right back. We've needed to address this position because Rhys James is injury prone, and Azpilicueta is the debutant for him, and it's not really the best option to have. But do you know much about Malo Gusto? Have you done your research on him?
I've done enough of it, and from what I've seen with him, from everything that I've been told about him as well, like I already spoke about Galib, one of the mods on my channel. He's a scout for like a second-tier Russian team or something like that, and he's been saying Malo Gusto is if we sold Rhys James, Malo Gusto would be the replacement that we'd go for. He's very well-rounded, defensively solid. He's got an amazing ping on him as well going forward. Take-ons, he can do that as well. He does everything that you'd ask for in a right-back. So this would be one of those where we're not even talking about just strengthening the depth. It'd be like we lose Rhys James and we wouldn't notice the difference. And that's exactly what we're looking for and more. The only thing that worried me was like, Man United had links with him as well. And United could actually offer him a starting position, whereas we wouldn't be able to. And that's the only real difference between the two sides. But other than that, if he picks Chelsea over United, get him in as soon as possible. As soon as possible.
I think, bro, if I'm being honest with you, I reckon that he goes, mate. I reckon that I reckon he's going to be coming to Chelsea. And even if United put in a bid now, I reckon the only way they get him over us is if they do guarantee that Champions League. Because, look, for us, we've been signing players, that other top clubs have wanted, and yet we're still clearing them out. Look, case in point, we've just signed 2 players that were supposed to go to the Premier League leaders. Look where they are. So I think for me, it's about the project, what we present to him, what our ambition is over the next several years. Because look, congratulations to Arsenal. They're doing great. But 1, they need to get it over the line. And 2, is there any guarantee? Can you see from their foundations or from their systems of them having this continual success over 5, 6, 7 years? That's the question. Can what they have compared to what we got potentially coming up over the next 5, 6, 7 years? In my honest opinion, no. And that's not to rattle no Arsenal fans in here. We're just keeping it true over here. You get me? Our team is looking good so far. We're building a backroom staff well. Our recruitment staff are absolutely smashing it. The fact that they identified
for next season, man.
Huh?
I'm so excited for next season, man, because we've already had one summer window. And the thing is, they said they were going to do this as well, and they've built on their promise. So compared to what we could do for the summer too, I couldn't give a shit what happens with this season. Next season, Champions League, no European football, whatever, we could actually be competing on all 4 fronts.
I think so too. I reckon, but next season is asking for a lot, though. You see me. I'm not gonna overdo it. I'm not gonna overdo the expectations, yeah. But what I will expect next season, if we get the signings we want, is definitely 1000% a strong top 4 finish. Yeah, a strong one, not just 3, 4, 5 points in. I'm talking. I want 12 points clear of whoever's in 5th, bare minimum. That's what I need. Yeah, because that will show me a marked improvement. Also, I would love for us to go deep in the Champions League. That would be great. But you see, the following season after that, now I want a title challenge. That's when I'm gonna be.
Hey, if we're not in Europe, maybe it'll be the season afterwards if we have 2 good enough windows. Because that 1 game a week, it means a lot if you can pattern it right. You remember us in 16-17?
It does.
Even Arsenal, like we were saying last season, that squad was only pushing for top 4 because they had 1 game in a week. That helped them build more consistency on that front.
No, big facts. Hey, Brandon, thank you for the super chat, my bro. Nothing to say, just appreciate what you do, my G. Big up, love and respect. Has Lewis done any?
Hey, I hope the Arsenal YouTubers have done their research on him.
Hey, Todd,
because he might be going there instead.
Todd Miller gives me.
And again, if he does, that's going to be so mad. All those years of Rice prop about him being proper Chelsea and everything. If he goes to Arsenal, gonna have to have some conversations.
Yeah, some uncomfortable truths and conversations are gonna have to be had. Yeah, that's gonna be a bit of a mad thing. Hey, big up Alex Goldberg, but brother, this guy, I know you love your Declan Rice. We better hope that he comes to the club, fam, because if he goes to Arsenal, that is peak, fam. I ain't gonna.
It's funny, bro. And he strengthens them as well, which is the worst part. It's just for all the years of bollocks, like.
Yeah, that's all it is.
I'd rather see it. I don't care because I know we're going to be fine anyway. I trust whoever Vivell goes in for, Egbali, Potter. All of their pool is unbelievable, and their talent ID. Everybody that we've gone for has already hit the ground running.
100%. Big up my brother T. Rhys James needs the competition in a right back, right wing back position. Listen, by all accounts, I've seen Malo Gusto play 4 90-minute games. 4 90-minute games is all I've seen. Monaco, PSG, Saint Etienne, and I always get mixed up between the 2 teams. It's either Rennes or Lorient, because I swear they have the same color jersey and they've got that 50-50 shit going on.
I can't even pretend.
One of them 2 teams, bruv. Yeah. And for me, he looked going forward, attacking wise. The first thing I'll say is he is rapid. He looks quick, and he looks quick with the ball at his feet. He looks like he can deliver a mean cross as well. And the thing is he looks like he makes good decisions at such a young age. Now, what I will say is those few times I've seen this brother defend, he can be a bit sus. He can be a little bit sus, but for me, there's room to grow. He's 19 years old, and he's got the basics. He's got a basic understanding of it. But for me, he's still got a lot of growth to do, which is why him coming in without the expectation of being number 1 to hit the ground running is just perfect for him. And I like the fact that you said that this is the guy, if we sold Rhys James, that would replace Rhys James, because this is how you keep elite mentality flowing. As elite as we know Rhys James is, if he knows there's a fire underneath his bum, right, he's never going to be able to sit down for too long. He's going to have to keep jumping up to improve himself. And this is how you keep elite teams going. If we had that in every single position, we'd win everything every year.
Yeah, and that's been our biggest issue as well, because we've spoken about how the first team isn't good enough. We've also spoken about how poor the bench is. This is why we've spoken about a whole team needing to be rebuilt. And even when we do that, we don't keep the other players on the bench. We need to get rid, and we need to strengthen the entire squad as a whole. I could talk about lighting a fire up Rhys James's arse, but I don't even know if he needs that, because his level's already so good. Like, he came in when Azpilicueta was having a good season in 1920. It was a very good renaissance from him at that period. And then he just benched him the next season. very quickly.
Yeah.
Came back from injury, went straight into the lineup with Azpilicueta, and then slowly Azpilicueta became the outright number 2. Like, I don't know whether it'll light a fire up his arse only because he's been so consistent to a point. I just think it just strengthens us as general.
Well, look, another thing is this, you know, Rhys's injury is now off the pitch. I don't know, remember, people, I don't know how true this is, but I do speak to people, and this isn't, yeah, I know someone at Chelsea, and yeah, it's not one of those ones. Yeah, I speak to someone who I know for a fact knows Rhys, and that person said, if Rhys was to step away from like the Mayfair atmosphere and the clubbing and that a little bit more, he might not have as much injuries and he might be a little bit more durable. You see what I'm saying? So basically what the brother said is that he likes to have a good time out. Again, people, what I'm saying, take with a pinch of salt. Although I know for a fact this guy knows Rhys, take for a pinch of salt. But if that's the case, things like that is true. They can slow you down in terms of your recovery, and they can also shorten your career if you do it in excess. I'm not saying
that's why we need to get him depth now.
Say that again.
We had him in this. That's why we need to get depth for him now, because we keep bringing him and then we keep just throwing him straight back into the lineup because we over rely on him.
Yeah,
that's why a player of Malo Gusto's quality is so important. So then, even when Rhys James comes back, we're not trying to rush him straight into the lineup and just because the other level is so far down that it's a constant issue for us every time we're playing. Hell, we're just trying to make it by with Chalobah at right back. And to be fair to him, he's done a pretty decent job, but he's a centre-back first and foremost. We can't keep playing players out of position and just trying to make it work. We've done it enough times. It doesn't work, and it also slows down their development in their natural position.
Yep, exactly.
So we shouldn't be doing that.
No, exactly. Thanks, Goody. My beast agenda starts to... Hey, listen. Like I said...
Also, by the way, blue and blue, you're a minerals mantra. I can't be asked to even debate with you, so it is what it is. I can't be bothered for it. But all this humble myself bollocks, suck your mum. It is what it is. Sorry, I've had fucking minerals mods in my ear all day. All day. It's just long. It's fucking long.
Let them do whatever they're doing, bruv. You get me? Like I've said, you know what? Me personally, I've said what I need to say about the brother. I ain't even gonna.
No, Johnny, I ain't got a problem with. I ain't got a problem with him. It's just sensitive ass mods, but whatever. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, facts. And Lewis, you dealt with that. You dealt with that proper. But Malo Gusto, let's see. Matt Law was talking up the thing yesterday in one of his articles where he was saying that Chelsea will make a bid for the player. Apparently, next come the summer, he will have only 12 months left on his contract. So there's more of an incentive for Leon to sell now than summer. But what we do know,
but he's also too vital to them. That's why I don't know if we get him right now. We need to put a lot of money on the table.
That's the problem. So that's one. Yeah. And number two is remember who you're dealing with. Yeah. That Leon owner is an absolute bastard to deal with. So is the brother at Napoli. Yeah. Them two are the hardest to deal with. Now, look, even if we were to overpay for the player, we're still talking about, my guess will probably be no more than 30 million, 32 M's. Because right now on transfer market, he's worth 15 million euros. So surely with a year left on his contract or 18 months, we're still paying over the odds, but to offer them twice the fee, bruv, come on. Twice his valuation.
We seem like we're calm to pay over the odds as well. So what's even the point? He might as well.
Yeah, he might as well. And he wants to come to the club as well.
And right back is such a big issue for us. It's massive.
It's been an issue for us since the longest, bruv. Since Branner left, bro.
That's why for me, midfield, right back, I don't care what the price tags are.
It's non-negotiable, isn't it?
Genuinely don't care.
Everyone's telling me to check Fabrizio Romano's tweet. We're gonna do that right now.
Oh shit! What's he saying?
Let's see what he's saying.
What is he saying?
Chelsea have approached Benfica. Hey, no. This has got to go on the screen. You see, look.
Yo, is it big? Is it big?
Yeah. This has got to go on the screen. It's not like something's happened. Like, oh my
what
God,
we say?
It's happening. It's hold on. Let's get this on the screen. We're going to. Yeah, you see, this is the technology that's not going to embarrass me. Yeah.
This is why I just stick to StreamYard.
I don't blame you. I thought I was brave, big man. All right, so we got Fabrizio. Chelsea have approached Benfica for Enzo Fernandez 1 week ago, but no changes. Rui Costa, very clear again, 120 million euros. or nothing. No fresh proposal made as things stand, and no new contacts with Benfica.
Oh, he's just recycled it.
Yeah, that's basically
Ugh.
what he's done, and it's nothing new. But do you know what do you
Mm.
know what I will say, bruv? I will say this. I still think there's drama left.
Yeah. I think this goes all the way to deadline day.
Honestly, this Enzo situation here, I strongly feel that one of two things is going to happen. If we do not sign Moises Caicedo or any other midfielder before the 31st of January, you will see Chelsea Football Club, rightly or wrongly, pay that 120 million, bring him to the club. I've got a weird feeling. That's not how I would want him to come to Chelsea, because that might leave us effed in other places. You see what I'm saying in terms of FFP? But if we don't do something soon with that midfield, I can see us doing that.
That's why, to me, I just get it done now. It makes more sense to do it now than to do it in the summer when they change the new laws. It'll cost a lot, but with amortization, it won't. Or it won't cost us in terms of a transfer ban or fines or something like that.
So
and not even just that. If you look on the pitch, we're probably not making Champions League anyway, so we look less appealing next season. That's why this whole January window, do everything you need to do now, because summer we look a lot different.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. And I'm just checking on Ben Jacobs to see if he's got any other updates. Because, Ben Jacobs likes to talk in a bit of depth. So it says here, still no indication at Chelsea's end. They plan to trigger Fernandez's release clause. Chelsea have been clear throughout January. This is an approach they are very reluctant to take. Now, Lewis, you got to think about it this way. Benfica knows they're not going to get as much money in the summer for this guy. We're willing to offer more, if the rumors are to be believed. We're willing to either work around that release clause or offer more than the release clause. I don't see their entire board being happy with this. Bro, if we don't activate that release clause, but we say to them, that 85 M's that we put on the table is still there. Here's 35 M's for the next several seasons. Why shouldn't that be a game changer?
Because we know what they want at this point. And I saw quotes saying that they came to London to talk business a few weeks ago, and they came under the illusion that we were going to pay the release clause, and then we tried to lowball them. If we're coming back in, we should be coming back in knowing what their terms are and knowing that they're not going to change it. So yeah, I get other options might look a bit more appealing, but we know what they want and they're not budging from it. So to me, I'm at the point of just pay the money. Or if not, we can go get other midfielders and we can still be fine, but we need midfielders in now.
Bro, I don't think we should ever give up on this guy. I'm being honest.
If we keep this going, we're only going to piss Benfica off to the point where they're just not going to want to deal with us.
This is why I'm saying, bruv, all of this lowballing now is just fuck it. And we've only got 7 days left. Go to Ben. I know it's coming from me. We make it sound so simplistic because we're not part of these transfers. So for us, it's as easy as saying, brother, go there, offer 100 million and give them the whatever. It's as easy. It's not that easy. But please get something done. Or just put it to bed, because I'm tired. This is a player that I really want this guy. And I strongly believe that if I don't think it's
clickbait. I don't think this is clickbait or just recycling the same old article. I think we are trying to go back in for him. But if you are, don't be stupid. We all know what the deal is. It's pay the money or just you're not getting him. So if we're going back in again, I'm going with the expectation that we're paying the full release clause.
Yeah, but then they also want tax and that can shoot us.
How much is that with tax though? Does anyone have a number?
I have no idea. But if somebody, Fraser, if you know what the tax is, then please let us know. We will pretend like we are accountants, and we know what we're talking about over here. Unless, Lewis, you really are an accountant in your real profession.
I wish.
I just had to make sure. Now, T-Dots, it's true. We can't just sell out 120 M's, but I think once push comes to shove, we might do and take the hit later down the road. Because, look, so what's Pice got to say now? All right, so look, people. Made me lose my train of thought. So, look, it's either we take that risk now, we bite the bullet, or we wait till summer. We hope that the player still wants to come to Chelsea and that Real Madrid, Man United, Man City, all of these other teams don't show any interest, which for me is less than likely to happen. I don't know. Our best opportunity is really going for it now. And we've just got to at least, you know, if we don't get the player, don't leave the Benfica table with a nasty taste in their mouth, because that's not a club that you want to be in bad terms.
I think if we're not offering their terms, we're going to do it anyway.
True that.
Because we already pissed them off the first time.
No, true that. True that. So Pice has come out with some breaking news. Chelsea's first offer for Gusto was £17 million. New offer coming between 26 to 35 million euros. Gusto was guaranteed playing time. Discussions are ongoing. Matisse says, yes, this is getting done. And Pice responds, Lyon are still fighting to have him back on loan for 6 months. Let's see. So they want him until June. They want Gusto until June. Because the fact that they're not willing to part terms with double the value with 18 million left on the 18 months left on the contract is mental. It's crazy. Because Chelsea are going to want him now. This is the problem. We're going to want him now because we need him now. Lyon don't want to sell now because they need him now. The player wants to come to Chelsea, but then he's got the owner who is an absolute bastard to deal with. So what do you reckon happens here? Do you think we do a pre-agreement now and get him in the summer? Or do you reckon Lyon will cave and sell him to us in January?
No, what? 6 months left on the deal or 18?
Sorry, there's 18. As of now, there's 18 months, I believe.
Yeah, Lyon were talking about wanting him sent back till the summer, but as much as I get that, it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all because, what is it? Yeah, we need right back depth now, innit? We don't need that at the end of the season. We need it now. So we're not signing him just to send him back because then we still need another right back. It's just it's a waste at that point.
Would you?
I'd take that over not getting him, but I just don't think it makes enough sense for Chelsea to do.
So let's say if we got the deal done tomorrow, signed, sealed, delivered, we got the announcement on the Chelsea website. Would you throw him in straight away?
Yeah. Well, maybe bring him off the bench potentially for the first game because you do need to bring him into Premier League football slowly, but you could throw him in straight away. Chalobah's been good enough at right back that maybe he's worth another game or not, but it could go either way. I wouldn't really be too fussed about it because it's not like when you're playing Asby every week and it's like you can see the issues. We've actually been solid the last 2 games. Yeah, so he could get bedded in slowly.
Yeah, I can't lie. I think we've done all right the past several games, to be honest. 2 clean sheets. I don't remember the last time we were able to say that. Benoit Badiashile, ever since he stepped in.
Goonie, block blue and blue. If he's going to bring my girl up, block his ass. Get rid.
Oh, I didn't even see.
Yeah, no, it's just in the comments. Block his ass, please.
Oh, is it delayed? Yeah, we don't accept that, bro. We don't accept that over here, bruv. Yeah, you need to go. Latest.
Long.
Yeah, we don't accept that. No, anyone in the chat, we don't do none of them things there. We don't get personal. And this is a channel where we really don't get personal. We really don't get racist. We really don't get into family matters. We really don't do those things. We don't say it. We don't just say it. We really don't accept it here. Yeah. But look, Gusto, we're going to see over the next couple hours whether he will be signing for Chelsea or not. People, remember, although the news is looking good that we are going back in for the player, I want you to bear in the back of your mind who we are dealing with here. We are dealing with Lyon. These are the type of clubs where you can agree a fee one day, go back in with the money in your pocket, and they might say, actually, can you give me an extra 10 million more? Or actually, can you give me an extra 12 million more? These are the clubs.
Give it to them.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. These are the type of owners that we're dealing with here. So until I see the official announcement, I'm not getting happy over that. Let's move on 2, obviously, a number 6 is needed in the squad. We're going to talk about Moises Caicedo. Apparently, there are other teams that have entered the race. None that are too concerning for us because the rest of everyone else are broke boys to us, if we're being completely honest. Brighton, we went in 65. I believe it was a 55 or 65 M's offer. Brighton turned it down. 75 M's plus is what they want. Is he worth that money?
I mean, well, Potter said he would sell him for about 70 million when he was there. So I think from a price tag perspective, I see why Potter wants him so much. I don't know what Brighton are feeling, but I saw them put a tweet out earlier talking about how Caicedo wants to stay at Brighton and everything. But that could go two ways. Either we're kind of making a breakthrough there and they're being a little bit insecure, or maybe he does want to stay there until the summer at the very least. And I don't blame him on either alternative, but as a player, yes, 100% he's worth 55, 65. Anywhere under 80 million, I think, is a fair transfer fee for him. Great ball winner, but his passing is underrated as fuck. Fills a lot of profiles that we're lacking for in midfield. Yeah, definitely would bring him in.
100%. 100%. Another thing I was going to say was, before it slipped my mind, flip. That's it. Here we go. Andre Santos. We're going to have to talk about, we're going to leave that in the last like 5 minutes because I've got a tweet about this guy. From what I've seen of this guy, I've been nothing short of impressed by Andre Santos. But in terms of Moises Caicedo, now this is a transfer. If he costs 75 M's and that's what Brighton want, that's a transfer I'd go for because I know Brighton will also be open to installments. So now if we stretch this out, this deal over 6 years or whatever, right? And let's say we pay 12 million, 13 million a season, whatever it is, then that's a deal that can be done. So to those, let me give the people them some perspective that don't quite understand how this is working because people are seeing, Enzo Fernandez is 120 M's. Why not just go for him? It's the structure of payment that both clubs are asking for. Brighton, they're more likely to be fine with installments, which means you can spread it over, part of his contract, 4, 5, 6 years, however, whatever you've agreed with the club. With Enzo's case, he's got a release clause. He's an elite player that Benfica don't want to lose. They believe they can win the league and the Champions League with him in there or go far in the Champions League with him in there. So they know they don't want the player to go, but the player has a release clause. And that release clause is sometimes there to protect the player. But in this case, it's clearly there to protect the team. So with release clauses, you've got to pay it all up front. There is no amortization or stagnated payments. It's
and
all
that's
up front.
How it can fuck us with FFP,
and that's the problem. Right. Exactly. That's what the problem is. If Benfica had said, because I'm sure the 120 million tag is not a problem to Todd Bowley and them. But if they had said, we want 120 M's, okay, cool. We'll give you over 4 years, 30 million or something. I'm pretty sure the deal would have been done by now. 100%. I'm pretty sure that the deal would have been done by now. And then listen, Chelsea Ultra as well, big point. If you factor in agent fees, the one lump sum payment and taxes, it will be more, you see?
Maybe we just can't do it then because that's probably why Benfica's asking for that.
Yeah, that's why, because they know nobody's going to be able to match
and they need them. They're top of the league. They want that league title. So I get them waiting till the summer. I kind of get them trying to price us out as well. Like, it is what it is.
No, facts. Todd Miller, big up yourself, my bro. He's talking facts. We got 554 people in the building. We should at least be
big up all you guys as well because you came from the last stream too.
Yeah, trust me. I didn't think that many people was gonna come back, but you lot are real ones still. Doesn't cost anything. Help out Goonies channel, get the likes up. Trust me. And if you are new to the platform, smash that subscribe button. We are trying to make that road to 20K. You get me? Yeah, I'm tired of being in the 10s. I want to know what it feels like to be in the 20s. You get me? Help us get there.
Soon come.
Soon come. Trust me, man. Soon come. And with this community, 1000% soon come. But the last bit of news that I wanted to talk about, before we put the stream to an end, is it's on my own profile. About this special young fella here. We have got to talk. No, I'm not talking about this brother on the camel. Yeah, big up Hussam. We're not talking. area. This is who we're talking about. Yeah. Andre Santos, one of the youth prospects. Yeah. One of the youth prospects that we have just signed this season. And believe me when I tell you, people, he is taking this tournament for storm. He's taking it for joke. He looks like a special player. So this is a conversation that, this is a speech that he had made as captain of the team to the rest of the squad. And I love everything that he said here. So I got the translation. It said, our time has come. Now it's time to put it on the field. Attention, everyone together. Fuck whoever they put on the field. Now, this is him speaking to the subs. Now, next half, you guys will come in and destroy them. Let's go together and achieve our dreams. Andre Santos, bro. This is the mentality that I want to see, and whatever player that we are bringing to the club needs to have that at a bare minimum. This man doesn't give a shit. He don't care who the opposition is. Win me this trophy. That's all I care about. We need another 10 more of those in the team.
Yeah, it would be nice to see leadership like that, but I don't know, because I feel like maybe it's a bit vague, but I feel like a lot of people or players are capable of that. I just want to see how they do it in a Chelsea shirt, and also the way he applies himself on the pitch. I know he had a very good game for Brazil last night. There was a wonder goal that he scored too. Mays threw a couple of players, but like, it's great now. But I do want to see at Chelsea in itself, because I think he's still young. He's still got a lot of ways to go in terms of his development.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just don't want to jump to conclusions too early, innit?
No, absolutely. Absolutely. And now this is the thing, is if we do sign some quality midfielders, it allows us to protect him more, leave him to develop a bit, perhaps go out and loan and shine. But the last thing I'd want for him is to step into this environment the way it is, and especially how toxic the fan base is at the minute as well. I've got to answer this question because I get asked this on Twitter, I get asked this on Insta, I get asked this everywhere, but it's normal, innit? Goonie, why are you not on Troops' stream? I'm going to start off by saying this. Yeah. Blessings to everybody over there. Troops, Czar, whoever's working there, innit? I want that stream to be successful. I love the platform. I love the channel. And I had some brilliant moments. Yeah. In public, I've got nothing to say bad about Troops. Troops knows that I'm upset and that me and him need to talk. But this is what brethrens are. You see how real it is between me and Troops. We just lay it on the table and we speak. Troops knows I'm upset. Everyone knows I'm upset with Troops. But this is something that's not going to be a thing that's going to keep us not talking. Yeah, that's my guy. It's not one of those. It's deeper than content creation, people. This man met my wife, my kids, all that. Vice versa. It goes deeper than that. Yeah? So just because you don't see me and him on camera, don't mean that there's beef between me and him. Yeah? There's love between the two of us still. It's just that as boys, yeah, he's got an ego and a half, so he won't call me. And right now, my ego don't feel like calling him. That's what it comes down to. But when we see each other, or when the phone calls, don't think I'm not going to answer his call. I'll answer his call. You get me? It's love and respect all day long. You get me? Nothing ever wrong with that platform, and we'll never slander back again on this platform either. Is what it is. So I hope that answers your question. I hope that answers your question. And also on top of that, you can find Lewis on there as well. You don't need me. You don't need me. They've got bare guests that are going on there as well.
Yeah, man's just here, innit? But yeah, big up Troops. Goonie, you already know what it is.
Trust me, man. Like, there's never, and this is how, and Lewis, have you noticed? This is how grown-ups deal with things. Understand? Like, people want
whatever disagreement it is whatever disagreement.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And you know, people want to talk about clout chasing, this, that, and the other. Lewis, I had so many opportunities to clout chase. I could have turned this situation.
I've seen it on a couple of our streams. Like, you've waited to speak, so
yeah, bro. I could have done the whole thing, make a video why I left this or why I did that. I will never do that because that guy is my friend off camera as well. And if you're my friend, same way I told Lewis, if I have a problem with you, it will never be addressed on here. I will speak to you on the phone about it between me and you. And me and you are the only people that are going to know what happened in that conversation. You get me? So that's how we move. Hey, Henry. Yeah, before we go, Lewis, don't ever think that you can get... I remember what you said, you know. I remember what you tweeted on Twitter. This guy said... I love you, Henry.
What did I say?
I love you, Henry. But this guy said, yeah, there is a ready-made option B for Enzo Fernandez. And he tried to bring up Neves.
And Neves and Enzo, I don't know how familiar they are, but I can't lie. Bring Enzo to the bridge. I mean,
It's
not
the
Enzo. Bring
gapping
Neves
quality.
to the bridge.
I'm not even trying to diss my man. I'm not even trying to diss him. I'm not trying to diss Ruben Neves, but it's just Henry. Where did you get that from? Big up Henry.
No, Henry's in the same group chat as me, and he's been pushing Ruben Neves to Chelsea for a minute. I see it.
Okay,
I do see it. That will be my long-term
you,
Jorginho replacement, but not Enzo.
Henry's keeping it wrong and strong, bro. He's like, nah, my agenda started. I'm going to keep it running. Big up Henry, though, all day.
Big up Henry.
Yeah, trust me. Get Monster in next time. Yo, I need to holler at Monster, actually. I will actually do.
It's been a minute since I heard from him.
Do you know what, Lewis? I'm going to try and get Monster on our next one.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know, because I'll be there.
Yeah, 100%. So the three of us can stream. But right about now, Lewis is going to be streaming with Saeed. So make sure you go over to that channel. I'm going to be going to follow up after here. Big fan of Saeed's channel. Obviously, big fan of Lewis. That should be a big stream. People that are in here already, smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button as well. Leave your thoughts down there in the comments. If you want to support the channel even further, hit that join button. Hit the super thanks. Also, my details in the description. Lewis's link is in the... what do you call it? The title. Yeah.
Title,
Lewis's link is down there in the title. So please support my brother. Apologies for the technical difficulties. I will pay StreamYard yet again. They were the winners of this war. And we're going to just get back to StreamYard because all of this OBS thing is long. But as always, people, up the Chels. Make sure you stay safe and bless up people. Oh, yeah, I've got an outro on this. I'm going to hit that. Peace.